This original WSRE presentation is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Escambia County Academic Challenge presented by WSRE. The Escambia County School District is pleased to partner with WSRE to showcase some of our area high school's best and brightest minds. I'm Jonathon Thompson, the host and moderator for tonight's match. Tonight's match will feature competition between Pensacola High School and Washington High School. I will now ask the players from Pensacola High to introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Malcolm.
I'm Matt.
I'm Caroline.
I'm Nathan.
And the coach for Pensacola is Alan Robinson. I will now ask the students from Washington High to introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Marvin.
Hey, I'm Yash.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, I'm Zian.
And the coach for Washington High is Betsy Woolley. Join us after this short break and we will begin tonight's match.
When you support your PBS station, you're doing more than supporting the programs you love. You're supporting possibilities. You're making sure there's a place for independent voices, ideas and perspectives. You're opening children's minds, helping them discover who they are and what they can be. You're giving everyone the chance to find inspiration from the arts. And you're opening doors to the wonders of the world. To discover more, experience more, be more. Support possibilities. Support your PBS station. When you support your PBS station, you're supporting possibilities. You're making sure there's a place for independent voices. You're opening children's minds. And you're giving everyone the chance to find inspiration from the arts. To discover more, be more. Support possibilities. Support your PBS station.
Welcome back. Teams will have two 10-minute halves to answer a variety of toss-ups and bonus questions. Teams, students, if you're ready, let's begin. Question. He won 29 of the 32 cases he argued at the Supreme Court before becoming a justice of that court in 1967. His most famous victory came in the landmark case of Brown v. Board of Education.
Pensacola, player 2.
Marshall.
More specific?
Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall is correct. For your bonus, identify the real names of the writers who used these pseudonyms for 10 points each. First, Eric Arthur Blair, author of Animal Farm.
George Orwell.
That is correct. Next, Mary Ann Evans, author of Silas Marner. Answer, please.
Evelyn Waugh.
That's incorrect. That was George Eliot. Next question. This periodic table group tends to have significantly larger atomic radii than the other groups. They have very low ionization energies and thus are very reactive with non-metals. Name this group that includes rubidium, potassium, sodium, and lithium.
Washington, player 2.
Alkali metals.
That is correct. And now your bonus, identify these ancient Greek sculptors for 10 points each. First, this sculptor's discobolus, or discus thrower, is a superb example of movement and curvature in portraying athletic prowess.
What do you want me to guess? Just say a word.
Answer, please.
Sodium.
Correct. Myron is the Greek sculptor. Your second bonus, regarded by many as the greatest Greek sculptor, his masterpieces include the statue of Athena Parthenos at Athens and the statue of Zeus at Olympia.
Say something. Say a word I can guess.
Answer, please.
Say a word I can guess.
I'm sorry, that's time. The correct answer was Phidias. Next toss-up question. In this essay, you can find the following quote. Under a government which imprisons any unjustly, the true place for a just man is also a prison. It was written in 1846.
Pensacola, player 3.
Civil disobedience.
By Henry David Thoreau, that is correct. And your bonus questions identify these ancient Middle Eastern cities for 10 points each. First, this city on the Tigris River reached its zenith under Sennacherib and Ashurbanipal when it was the capital of ancient Assyria.
Nineveh.
Nineveh is correct. Next, Pompey the Great conquered it in 64 BC, and 15th century BC biblical sources refer to it as the capital of the Aramaeans. Answer, please.
Damascus.
That is correct. 20 points on the bonus. Toss-up question. This building has 5 towers to represent the 5 peaks of Mount Meru. Constructed during the 12th century, it contains the longest continuous bas-relief sculpture in the world. That bas-relief shows scenes from Hindu mythology, but many Hindu relics in this structure have been replaced by Buddhist ones. Name this building complex that is shown on the national flag of Cambodia.
Pensacola, player 2.
Angkor Wat.
That is correct. And now your bonus, identify these marine environment zones for 10 points each. First, this word can refer to either the bottom zone of a sea or lake or the collection of organisms living at the bottom of a sea or lake.
Pelagic.
That is incorrect. That is the benthic zone. Your next bonus, this is the shallow pelagic zone, also known as the shallow open ocean waters.
Neritic.
Neritic is correct. So 10 points on the bonus. The next question involves calculation. Question. In slope-intercept form, give the equation of the line tangent to the graph of y equals x squared at x equals 5. And time has expired. The correct answer was y equals 10x minus 25. Toss-up question. This river, although it starts at an elevation of only 740 feet, travels for 2,300 miles. Known in ancient times as Atil, it flows past Kazan and Samara before emptying into the Caspian Sea. Name this river that begins near Moscow and is the longest river.
Pensacola, player 2.
The Volga.
The Volga River is correct. For your bonus, identify these terms from acid-base chemistry for 10 points each. First, this term identifies a species that can act as either an acid or a base, depending on its chemical environment. Answer, please.
Neutral.
Incorrect. It's amphoteric, or I would also accept amphiprotic. Next bonus, in this acid-base scheme, an amphoteric species can either gain or lose a proton.
Is it Arrhenius?
Answer, please.
Arrhenius.
Incorrect. That's Bronsted-Lowry theory. No points on the bonus. Toss-up question. It is a 10-letter word for an applied science, also known as human engineering. It is concerned with designing and arranging things people use so that the people and things interact most
Pensacola,
efficiently.
player 4.
Ergonomics.
Ergonomics is correct. For your bonus, answer these questions about a piece of legislation enacted in 1836 when Andrew Jackson decided that land payments should be made in gold or silver for 10 points each. Number 1, name this document which drastically deflated the currency and ushered in the Panic of 1837.
Specie circular.
Or specie circular, that's correct. Next, the rampant speculation which occasioned the species circular had been touched off by the plethora of letters of credit issued by what state financial institutions known by an affectionate nickname?
Pet banks.
That is correct. 20 points on the bonus. Next toss-up. His first published work, a poem with 17 footnotes, was about René Descartes anticipating an omelet. He was better known as a playwright, often writing his works in French and then translating them into English. Such plays include Crapp's Last Tape, Malloy, and Endgame. Name this absurdist Irish writer best known for the work Waiting for Godot.
Pensacola, Player 1.
Beckett.
Samuel Beckett is correct. For your bonus, while it may be impossible to accelerate a particle past the speed of light in a vacuum, there are some loopholes. Answer these questions for 10 points each. First, there could exist an object that has always exceeded the speed of light. What do physicists call this class of theoretical particles?
Bosons.
Incorrect. Those are tachyons. Next bonus. For tachyons to obey the theory of general relativity, this physical quantity must be negative or imaginary.
Mass.
Mass is correct. 10 points on the bonus. Next toss-up. This early 20th century work was subtitled Symphonic Sketches. It consists of 3 movements, the first of which is titled From Dawn to Midday on the Sea, the second of which is titled Play of the Waves, and the third of which is titled Dialogue Between the Wind and the Sea. Name this impressionist orchestral composition composed by Claude Debussy.
Pensacola, Player 2.
Claire de Lune.
That is incorrect. I think time has expired. The correct answer is La Mer. Next toss-up question. Battles during this war included Alma, Inkerman, and Eupatoria. It started when the Ottoman Empire made certain decisions favoring Catholics over other Christians, provoking attacks by Russia. The Ottoman Empire was defended by France, the United Kingdom.
Pensacola, Player 2.
The Crimean War.
That is correct. For your bonus, answer the following questions related to oratorios for 10 points each. First, almost surely the most famous oratorio, this 1741 work by Handel includes the Hallelujah Chorus.
The Messiah.
That is correct. Next, this oratorio dealing with the conflict between the partisans of Baal and Yahweh is Felix Mendelssohn's most famous work in the genre. And the answer on that one is Elijah. Question. This quantity is measured as an arbitrary scale, but can be used to easily calculate the percentage of ionic character of a bond, defined as the attraction of an atom for the shared electrons forming a bond between it and another atom.
Pensacola, Player 2.
Electronegativity.
That is correct. For your bonus, and you will get your bonus even though the half has expired, given the opening line to a Shakespeare play, identify the play for 10 points each. Number 1, now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York.
Richard III.
That is correct. And next, if music be the food of love, play on.
Twelfth Night.
That is correct. And we have reached the end of the half. Please join us after the break for the scores.
When I was 6 years old, I saw a program on Nova called Super Bridge. I was in the 1st grade and wasn't doing too good in school. When I was watching it, I was just so excited, I kept asking my dad, why are they using that? What's that? It was just so interesting. Me and my mom discovered from Nova that the construction company had a website. I asked them how to get a job there and what I need to do in school. They told me that if I wanted to come build bridges for them, that I need to work in reading and math. That year, I went from an F in reading to an A, and for summer vacation, we went to see the bridge in St. Louis. I met the engineers, and we had lunch there, big foot-long hot dogs. And for dessert, a bridge made out of cake. Then they brought me a job application. Thank you, Ron, for telling me about Nova, because I know what I want to do with my life now.
Welcome back. And at the half, we have a slightly modified score. Pensacola High is in the lead with 180, and Washington has 10. Both schools have made substitutions during the half, and I will now ask those players to introduce themselves. We'll start with Pensacola High School.
Hey, I'm Cedric. Hannibal.
Preston.
I'm Remy.
And Washington has also made 2 substitutions. I'll now ask those players to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Christopher.
I'm Caitlin.
Thank you. And now, if you're ready, we'll begin the second 10-minute half. This is a calculation question. Question: how much money will you end up with if you invest $100 at 10% interest compounded annually for 3 years? And the time has sounded. It's $133.10. Next toss-up. This 1924 novel was inspired by the author's wife's stay in a sanatorium. In the book, one of the most interesting characters dwelling in that sanatorium is Lodovico Settembrini. The main character, Hans Castorp, is supposed to go there to visit his cousin for 3 weeks, but he stays for 7 years because of his fascination with the place. Name this Thomas Mann novel set in the Swiss Alps.
Pensacola. Player 2.
The Magic Mountain.
That is correct. For your bonus, name these parasite-caused diseases for 10 points each. First, humans contract this disease by eating undercooked pork infected with a roundworm. The worm develops in the intestine, producing juveniles that form cysts in skeletal muscle.
Trichinosis.
That is correct. Next bonus. Caused by the protist plasmodium, this is the most common third world tropical parasitic disease.
Malaria.
Malaria is correct. 20 points on bonus. Next toss-up. About 125,000 workers died in its construction, but because of debt problems, the workers' own country soon sold its share to Great Britain. It was forcefully taken back, however, in 1956.
Pensacola. Player 2.
The Suez Canal.
Suez Canal is correct. For your bonus, name these Asian American women writers for 10 points each. First, she wrote The Kitchen God's Wife and the bestseller, The Joy Luck Club.
Amy Tan.
That is correct. Next, her well-known works include The Woman Warrior and Trip Master Monkey.
I'm not sure. Maya Lin.
Incorrect. It's Maxine Hong Kingston. 10 points on bonus. Toss-up question. As a teenager, this psychologist wrote and published works about animal behavior. As an adult, he would use the term equilibration to describe how new experiences are assimilated into a child's understanding of the world. Name this Swiss psychologist known for developing the sensorimotor, preoperational, concrete.
Pensacola. Player 2.
Piaget.
Jean Piaget is correct. For your bonus, identify these things about the downfall of Napoleon for 10 points each. First, Napoleon's final defeat was at this battle in Belgium, where the Duke of Wellington emerged victorious.
Waterloo.
Waterloo is correct. Next bonus, victory at Waterloo was ensured by the late arrival of reinforcements under this Prussian general, known as Marshal Forward.
Duke of Wellington. No. Prussia. Duke of Wellington.
Incorrect. It's Gebhard von Blücher. 10 points on bonus. Next toss-up. This Austrian physicist left Berlin in 1933 because he opposed fascism. Then he fled to Austria in 1938 and Italy soon after that. He was awarded a Nobel Prize in 1933 because he came up with a wave equation which described as accurately as possible the motion of atomic particles. Name this scientist whose most famous thought problem in physics involves his cat.
Pensacola. Player 2.
Schrodinger.
Erwin Schrodinger is correct. For your bonus, identify these weapons of Norse mythology for 10 points each. First, this mighty hammer, which also functions like a boomerang, is wielded by Thor.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir is correct. Next, Odin possesses this casting spear with which he can doom someone to die before even throwing it.
Any idea? No answer.
That is Gungnir. 10 points on the bonus. Toss-up question. In this play, two characters pretend to be Aliena and Ganymede, but they are actually Celia and Rosalind, two women hiding in the forest of Arden. Name this comedy by Shakespeare in which Rosalind loves Orlando and the character Jacques declares that all the world's a stage.
Pensacola. Player 2.
Twelfth Night.
Incorrect. The correct answer is As You Like It. Next toss-up question. This 19th century New York governor first gained national fame by ending the corruption of the Tweed Ring in New York City. When he ran for president, he received 264,000 more votes than his opponent and had an initial lead of 19 electoral votes. An electoral commission, however, awarded all 20 disputed electoral votes to his opponent, Rutherford Hayes, changing the outcome of the election of 1876. Name this Democrat candidate who had the election stolen from him.
Washington. Player 4.
Tilden.
Samuel J. Tilden is correct. For your bonus, give the molecular formulas of these chemical compounds for 10 points each. First, glucose. Answer?
No answer.
That is C6H12O6. And next, periodic acid.
No answer.
Correct answer is HiO4. This is a calculation question. If a concave lens has a focal length of 10 centimeters, how far away from it will an image be formed if an object is held 15 centimeters away? The correct answer is 30 centimeters. Next, toss-up. These protoplasmic extensions almost always conduct impulses inwards. Their segments are labeled as first order, second order, etc., depending on how they are connected to their soma. Name these branched projections of neurons.
Player 2.
Axons.
That is incorrect. Subtract 5 points, and I will continue. Name these branched projections of neurons that receive information from synapses.
Washington. Player 1.
Dendrites.
Dendrites is correct. For your bonus, given its short description, identify the successful book which became an Oscar-winning movie for 10 points each. First, Margaret Mitchell's epic story of the Civil War. Answer, please.
No answer.
That's Gone with the Wind. Next, Mario Puzo's novel about crime and the Italian mafia.
That sounds so familiar. Godfather.
That is correct. 10 points on bonus. Toss-up question. What single word is used for forms of verbs that describe actions that are completed at the time spoken or at the time spoken of? It is associated with the helping verbs will have, shall have, had, or have, depending on whether the tense is future, past, or present.
Washington. Player 4.
Adverbs.
That is incorrect.
Pensacola. Player 2.
Subjunctive.
Incorrect, it's perfect. Next toss-up. Its bases consist of equilateral triangles 54 feet to a side. It is 630 feet high and 630 feet wide. Name this catenary curve designed by Eero Saarinen that is located next to the Mississippi River in St. Louis, Missouri.
Pensacola. Player 2.
The St. Louis Arch.
Can you be more specific? Give me a term.
The St. Louis Gateway Arch.
That is what I needed. Thank you. For your bonus, identify these constants from physics for 10 points each. Number 1, it relates the absolute temperature of each molecule of an ideal gas to its kinetic energy.
Ideal gas constant.
Incorrect, that's Boltzmann's constant. Next, known as the fundamental constant of nature, it describes the size of quanta.
No answer.
That is Planck's constant. No points on the bonus. Toss-up question. The name for this civilization came from Greek and was associated with a particular color. Its people are credited with founding the city of Cadiz, which was far from their native land. That native land was only about 20 miles wide and contained the cities of Sidon and Tyre in what is now Lebanon. Name this civilization known for its trading and navigating.
Washington. Player 4.
Phoenicians.
Phoenician is correct. For your bonus, these are calculation bonuses, and you will have time to answer. Find the slope of the straight lines with the given equations for 10 points each. Number 1, y equals 3x minus 2.
3.
That is correct. Next, 2x minus 4y equals 10. Answer, please.
-1/2.
Incorrect, it's 1/2 x. That marks the end of the second half. Please join us after the break for tonight's final scores.
The whole earth is big. Like, go to different places, look everywhere, find stuff. It's fun. You have to bring your safari cameras to take pictures of the safari things. You need to learn how to explore the world.
Welcome back. The final score for tonight's match is Pensacola High School with 275 points and Washington High School with 60 points. I want to thank the players, coaches, and volunteers for helping make tonight's match possible. Please join us again here on WSRE for more of the Escambia County Academic Challenge. Thank you and good evening.